Hey family, how you doing? I'm back again. Um, yeah. Anyways, per usual, black love, black pride, black power. Get ready to check those egos. Cancel that subscription to White Supremacy Weekly, and as usual, prepare to know yourself so you can love yourself, so you can love your people. And this next topic is going to be kind of like a tag along to the idea of how religion, especially the major religions, throw us out of harmony and out of balance with our spiritual selves, with nature, and all that other kind of stuff. So right now, we're gonna talk about how everybody and their auntie and their uncle love thanking God, they Allah, they Jesus, or whoever the case. And basically, what they're not understanding is that they are outsourcing their power. As African people, we are the most spiritual people on the planet. And we are also the most spiritually powerful people on the planet. Partly because we for sure have souls. Okay? Now, what religion has done, the tool that, or how Europeans have used religion as a tool against us, is basically they've convinced us to put all of our power, all of our energy, all of our this and that into something that's not real to make it real for them. Just because we put our energy to it and it gives it a reality doesn't mean it makes it real for us. All it is doing is keeping us in a place and position to keep giving them all of our power. With that being said, we'll start with something simple. You know, ladies, so you got a good man, he providing and protecting and, and treating you good and all that kind of shit or whatever. And he's out there busting his ass day in, day out to make sure he can, protect and provide. But everything that he provides for you, you go and you thank Jesus for, or Allah for, or you thank God for, or whatever, God in the religious sense. And it's like, if the man's really about something, eventually he's gonna feel some type. He's gonna start feeling unappreciated because he's the one doing all the hard work and all the efforts. You're thanking God for the food that he went and put on the table because he went to work. He earned the job that he got. Whatever. It's like everything that took place up to that food being on the table happened because of everything that man decided to do, all the power that he placed in himself to do so that he could provide for you. You know, um, with but with me personally, I get frustrated as a woman. I get frustrated with it and stuff as well. Like, for example, my grandma will say something like, "Oh, thank God you got your truck fixed," and it's like, "Thank you for what?" Because I went all the way to the Bay for 2 weeks and worked my ass off, saved up the money, came back, found a mechanic, paid a mechanic, the mechanic fixed my truck. So let me know where the divine intervention was. I will say this, me personally, I always make sure that I appropriately give thanks to the ancestors in the universe because, and I also understand that in doing that, I'm also thanking myself because I am my ancestors and I am an extension of the universe. So when I go and I meditate and I want to manifest things, like I talk, directly to the universe, I talk directly to my ancestors, which is basically me talking directly to myself. And I say things like, you know what? I need opportunities, and that's going to happen. These opportunities for me to make this kind of money is what's going to happen for me, and it's going to happen in this amount of time. That goes back to my manifestation and meditation I was talking about in another video. So I go into my meditation and I start commanding things in the universe because I have that power within me to do so, and these things start manifesting. And then, so since I've went inside of myself to pull out of the universe these opportunities, I then take advantage of these opportunities, and I make sure I don't miss these opportunities so that I can go and do what I got to do to get things done. So, my grandma thanking Jesus or thanking God for something that was completely on me. Like, I insourced the power, I did the work. Once the opportunities were manifested, I did the work, I did my part, and now I'm sitting here today with the results that I got. And fucking me, what do you mean thinking that was? But I'm standing right here, that was completely on me. If I would have sat around and did absolutely nothing, waiting for God to magically fix my truck, I'd still be sitting here doing absolutely nothing. The problem is we're always outsourcing our power. We do all the work, we do all of this, all of that, we pay our bills, and then thank God that the lights is on, as if you didn't get up and clock in at work job you probably hate, to earn the money to pay your bills, or you didn't call that friend up, if you needed that loan or whatever, or you didn't bust that move or make that hustle. Like, what do you mean? Who are you thinking? That was all you. And um, another example, it was Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving anymore. It was my last year at university. My sisters had never been. One of them had never been at the state before. I brought them to visit me during Thanksgiving break, because that was the only time we all had school offs where they can come out of state to visit me at my apartment and stuff. I brought my dad up too. I cooked. I made a huge meal. I was flat broke, so I could only get a couple of things. But my roommate and some really good friends, they all pitched in and made sure that I had the money for the food to prepare a great, delicious meal for my family. Mind you, some of these friends that helped me with it weren't even in town. They were out of town with their own families, Here it is. I've been working in the kitchen all day. Woo-doo, body-boo. Food's ready. Everything's magnifique. You know how I do. Anybody who know how Auntie Joy get down in the kitchen know how I do, Auntie. The point is, this big old delicious feast in front of us. And my dad knows that I'm not a Christian anymore, but he wants to impose his ideals and whatnot in my own apartment, which I felt was very disrespectful and rude. But he was like, he's like, well, who's gonna pray? And I said, well, before you guys pray, or you guys can pray over your own food, but first things first, I want to say thank you. My homegirl Yvonne had joined us for Thanksgiving dinner with her babies, Nina. I said, I want to thank Yvonne, for helping me out today, bringing some groceries, whatever. And I wanted you guys also to know, if you've seen Marcus again before you left, to thank him too, because if it wasn't for my friends pitching in and helping out, we would have been sitting here probably eating top ramen. This is back when I wasn't fully vegan yet, okay? We would have been sitting here eating some Hood Magic Productions. So, in the spirit of just thankfulness, I wanted to make sure I thanked all my friends who helped me make this dinner possible for you guys. And my dad gets this huge attitude, and then he finally prays over the food and everybody eats and whatnot. The next day, I'm doing dishes, I'm cleaning up. He corners me. I see how you tried to thank man at the dinner table yesterday. And I'm like, yeah, and you should have thanked them too, because there wouldn't have been no food on that table. There wouldn't have been any food on that table if my friends hadn't been good friends and pitched in, and then if I didn't go and prepare the meal, So how is it insulting? Why would God be insulted that I said thank you to the people who helped me feed hungry people, I was having a conversation, I'm wrapping it up, I promise. I was having a conversation with the Hebrew Israelite. And I told him, I think that it's insulting not to thank ourselves, because, at least bare minimum in religious doctrine, we're seen as children of God. We're supposed to, God is supposed to be within us, etc., etc. So why downplay his, and this is if we were Christian, thinking Christian like or whatever, why downplay his glory, why downplay his power and his this and his that he placed within us? That's basically, I mean, we were created in his image, right? We were created in his likeness, right? We have his spirit inside of us, right? So why insult him by not taking advantage of the blessings, the spirit, the this and that is within us, that is God? Why insult him by not using that, and then by not appreciating that? If any time, and this is for you people who are still Christians, if any time you are putting in the work or whatever, and you're filled with the Holy Spirit, you're filled with God's this and that, you're made in his image, you are like God, you follow Christ or whatever, and anytime you do something which you are able to do because of what is within you is that extension of that reflection of God, then I feel like it's a slap in God's face every time to pretend like you didn't have nothing to do with it. It's like, why did I create you in the first place if you can't do nothing? If you're not going to do anything, if you're not going to take advantage of this and the third. God, I'm sure God is sitting up there like, there's too many billion people on the planet to be doing all the work, right? However, I am not Christian. I am an African spiritualist, and I understand that I am an extension of the universe. I am the universe manifested into this vessel in this said reality, which is, you know, this physical existence on Earth. I understand that what makes this body run, what makes this body who it is, the personality behind the face and whatnot, what makes me go, I understand that that is literally an extension of the sun. It's an extension of the source of life. It's literally you know, it's literally the spirit of the universe experiencing reality in this vessel right here. So now that I know who I truly am, which is not what you see in front of you, although this is how I carry myself here, this is how I experience this earth, what I am is what makes this body experience earth, you know? So understanding who I am truly, which is that extension of the universe, that spark of energy from the source of life, that I understand that the power is all within all of this. The power is within this temporary flesh, because the power is me, because I am God. I am just God experiencing this reality in this form, in this vessel. So all the power is within me. I don't need to outsource it. A lot of times people are asking for strength and for power and for this and that from things that can't give it to you. You know, we're asking God to give us the strength. We're asking Jesus for the strength. We're asking them for this and that and the third, and they can't give it to you because you already got it. But you're looking for it outside of you. It's like, if anybody's seen that episode of Blackish where Jack had his backpack on and his mom was like, "Oh, where's your Latin flashcards, sweetie?" He said, "In my backpack." And she said, "Well, oh, where's your backpack?" He was like, "I think I left it at school." And she's looking at him like, "Bro, your backpack is on your back." you know, you didn't leave. It's on you. You know, you didn't leave it somewhere. You already have your backpack on. And she was like, "Are you sure you left it at school?" He was like, "Well, where is it? Is it on me?" And he's chasing his tail, trying to see if his backpack is on his back. You know, that's supposed to be a little comedic moment or whatever. But the point being, you already got it. So if he would have went to school looking for his backpack and his backpack's on his back, he would have still found nothing. He still would have never got what he needed. And that's the same thing that's happening when we go and we ask for power and we beg for power, you know, to these characters, from these characters that our oppressors gave us false hope so that we can not do anything. You guys already seen my video on how religion is a crutch and used for escapism for African people, so that we don't have to take responsibility for our conditions and do something about them. With that being said, the shit works perfectly. You believe it in that book, you begging for power from something that can't give it to you, but you believe that it can give it to you, then, you know, you're always going to be chasing your tail. And then we do have people like, "Oh, you know, God has done so much for me." I'm like, no, you have done so much for you. You know, all those miracles and stuff, you actually manifested because you willed it. You needed it to happen so bad. And then you took advantage of the opportunities that your spirit created in the universe. But the problem is, it's misguided. It's misunderstood. And because someone put that book in your hands, you don't understand exactly what happened, you know? I'm gonna wrap it up because I've a couple minutes over or whatever, but I'll try to keep it below 15. We can't keep putting our power into things that cannot hold it, okay? And we can't keep expecting results from things that cannot give it to us. You know, these religious crutches that they give us is not big enough or strong enough or vast enough or anything enough to hold the maximum power and potential that is within you as an African person. Let go of these crutches. Take responsibility for yourself, for who you are truly, that spirit, that energy, and get to work. Start really looking within yourself to manifest. You know, you go within to change without. You don't get shit together on the inside, outside is not going to change. And the inside of us, inside of what we see in front of us, is the same thing that is far beyond, outside of us, past this earth's ozone, this, that, and the third. We are the universe. We are that blackness. And in that blackness, it's infinite possibilities of creation. And it is up to you to go and pull out those infinite possibilities, to go and manifest those things, whether it be in this reality or the next one, or etc., etc. It's up to you, and you are fully capable because the power is within you. I'm gonna leave it at that. Per usual, black love, black pride, black power. Know yourself, to love your people. Cancel those subscriptions to White Supremacy Weekly. Like, comment, and subscribe on my shit. And check those eagles at the play button. Peace, fam.